Hey everybody, it's me Marquita, and trying to make sure I don't spill my drink. Hold on. I'm trying to do this without doxing myself. Maybe you can see it. Nope. Hey, come and turn on this light for a sec. That's the pharmacy phone number, but yeah. My vitamin D, once a month, once a week. And this, hold on. So I'm going in. It's good till making sure I ain't doxing myself. Oh, that's when I got it filled. I was about to say it's good till the 26th. No. Hold on. Okay, right there. Anyway, I got it today. I think what it is okay, yeah. I know why it says the 26th. Cause I sent this to get filled on the 25th, and then the next day I sent in for my Zotes to get filled, but then it was like I don't have the money to because I paid it won't be on this one. Yeah, I didn't say how much I paid. This is that's the vitamin D. I paid for the vitamin D. I paid, come on, $1.50, and then for the Zote, hold on. So for the Zolpidem, I paid $39. And I'm trying to see if it was like if it was like a discount code. Because insurance shouldn't have paid anything on it. If I would have got it from Kroger's, it would have been $10 and $10.50, I think. Hold on, I am turning it up. I'm just trying to see. It doesn't say. It says E-Med guide. Does that mean that insurance pays some? Because it's not saying if they paid any or if I paid $100. I know with the Kroger's I pay $100, but this is not Kroger's. This is Walgreens. See, Walgreens. So I don't know if insurance paid any. Prescription or pharmacy use only, right there. Zopes. Okay. It's not. It might. Well, no, because it's group number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if insurance paid any. Like, the only reason why I'm worried if insurance paid any. Okay, yeah. So, maybe I paid because on the vitamin D, it says group 10 care. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so 10 care paid for the vitamin D. Like, I knew that they were paying for it, but I didn't know. Because I'm only worried about it because even though it says group number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like, okay, does that mean that I paid it 100, or does that mean 10 care paid some and then I also paid some? Hopefully that means that I paid 100, only because last time I was getting Zopidem from Walgreens, I literally needed like a different medicine. I think it was my Spirulactone, because this was, yeah, I already had my brain surgery because I had the girls with me. Because I was going to say this was like before 2015, but it wasn't. It was after. But it was, I was going to say it was before my brain surgery, but it wasn't. Like, of course I had the girls before 2015. So this was after 2015, so this was after my brain surgery, but I was still needing water pills. Like, technically, I still need water pills. But because of the pageants and calcium and all that, I can't get it. Because it makes the pageant, because y'all know my issue with the vitamin D, with the calcium, with the iron, with the vitamin B12. Everything about me, it needs to be thrown away. But that's why I'm rocking some Mad Cankles right now. Look, if Cankles is a sign of heart failure, I'll probably be dead by the end of the year. And it's August. I mean, almost September, so 2025. So if anybody sees that I died, it might be of heart failure, or my BP shunt finally killed me, or I died of grief, either over my mama or over Lori from the KCDC office kidnapping my 6 baby kitties. Or if we can, Lori knows what I'm saying. They were our babies. Tell them, Ori. Tell them. Say they were my babies. They were born in me and Kita's bed. Tell them, Ori. Tell them how they took our babies. Anyways, I would never forgive her. I would never forgive her. Like literally, it was December the 29th when my 6th baby, tell them, Ori. Tell them how they took our babies. They was born on December the 29th, 2024. They were our babies. They were born in our bed. In your bed, in your little bed at the bottom of the bed. Tell them, Ori. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. They're her babies. They're her babies. And now she would never get to have more babies. She would never get to have more babies. And Lori stole our babies. She kidnapped our babies. And I don't know what she did with them. And I know you ain't supposed to hate anybody. I know you ain't supposed to resent. Like I'm telling you, if I die, it's from grieving my 6 babies. It's from grieving my mama. It's because I would never forgive. I would never forgive them. My babies were born December the 29th, 2024. At the end of my bed. My Ori, my baby, came into, because I had a tent over my bed. She came into, because that was me and Ori's bed. She came into my bed, and her little bed at the bottom, and she had her babies in my bed, because that was me and Ori's bed. So when I say they were born in my bed, they were born in my bed, at the end of my bed, in Ori's bed. Ori had her own separate bed at the foot of my bed. And that's where Ori came. And she had her babies in my bed. It's me and Ori's babies. And then Lori kidnapped them, and I don't know where she took my babies. She did not take them to Young Williams animal shelter. She did not take them. She kidnapped my kittens. And I would never, to the end of my days, I would never forgive her. I would never forgive her. I would never forgive Terry, the other bitch. And that maintenance man, I would never forgive him. When I figure out his name, I will speak his name. I would never forgive them 3 because they stole my babies. If I had the powers of the ancestors to make them pay, I would. I wish all evil against them because they took my babies. And I feel like it should be illegal, but because I'm poor, I cannot do anything about it. Because my mama got killed in August. My babies were born in December. They kidnapped my babies in March of 2024. Not even a year after my mama died. Not even a full 4 months after they were born. They kidnapped my babies. I don't know where they put them. And believe me, if I could make them pay with the powers of the universe, I would want them to suffer until they bring me back what's mine. Because my heart is still not healed. They took my babies. They were mine. I took care of my babies. They were not neglected. They were not being fed. They literally, some of them were able to eat the kitten food, but it was like baby Kita, and it was the other one, Glisten, was still breastfeeding. Like, yeah, they would eat like regular kitten food, but they were still drinking milk. And Ori almost grieved herself to death because she was still feeding them. Like, not all of them were winged completely. Like, they still, like, all 6 of them really wasn't 100% winged. But, like, they were the 2 that could eat. I guess they were winged enough to where they might have survived. I don't know, because Lori took them. Lori kidnapped them, and I'm trying not to say my true feelings, because the hate and the evil that I wish would happen to them, they were my babies. They were my babies. I had 8 children. 8. And now I have 2, which I love my 2 that I have. But the 6 that got kidnapped in March, I don't know where they're at. I don't know who has them. I don't know if they're being taken care of. So yeah, I still have Hannah and Savannah, and I love them. But the other 6, they're gone. Like Ori, of course, that's my princess bear. Biscuit, that's my little man. And yes, they are also my babies. I raised them 2. When they were maybe the 8, they were probably about going on 3 weeks. So they were not fully winged when their mom was a stray cat named Snowy, that we named her Snowy because she was white. And we fed her. But we fed all the stray cats because we didn't have any animals. But we love animals. So when one time Snowy, we didn't see her, so we thought, oh my gosh, because we were feeding another cat named Lola. We love Lola. We love Snowy. We love Kit Kat. We love Onyx. And we fed Snowy. And then she didn't come around. So we were like, oh no, maybe somebody took Snowy like somebody took Lola. And then all of a sudden, one day Snowy came around. It was October. and Snowy just randomly came around, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's Snowy. And she came on the porch, she ate a little bit of food, and she walked away. So of course the girl walked behind her, and we seen that she went into our neighbor's cactus. Went over to the cactus, and there were 6 little babies. It was Toby, which Toby and Tabby, they looked like identical. Like they were like calico, cats. And then Biscuit and Ori, they looked alike. They were the striped ones. And then there was Sky. Sky was gray and white. Or not Sky, well, Skylar, but I named Skylar after Skylar and Marie. If y'all know her. I think that's her Instagram. But that's who I named my cat Skylar, after Skylar Marie. But it was because I didn't know if it was a girl or a boy cat. So I was like, fine. If it's a boy, it's Skylar Josiah. If it's a girl, it's Skylar Joe. So that was Skylar. I think it was a girl. And she was gray and white. And then the only orange cat, which is very rare, because it was an orange cat, and it was a female. That was Nyla. And they said that most orange cats are boys. But if you have a female orange cat, it's usually left-handed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. There's finally another left-handed person in the house, because Savannah is left-handed. And so I thought, oh my gosh, there's finally another left-handed person in the house. And then Terry, fucking ass, and then we took them, over a friend's house. And then Tabby ran and got hit by a car in the street. And I remember it because I had to get up and I had to go to surgery like the very next morning. So I didn't get much sleep after my cat got hit and killed by a car. And so then Toby, Nyla, and Sky ran away. And the only ones that were left was Biscuit and Oreo. And then when my mama got killed, we got to bring Biscuit and Oreo home. And then Oreo had babies. And then they were kidnapped. So yeah, I have a lot of hurt. I have a lot of hate also in my heart. And I know my heart is dark. But, one of my favorite movies as a kid was Legion. I'm just saying. That scene when she was dancing. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to dance with him. But sometimes I feel like if I twirl, then you're going to see me have black lipstick on and black fingernails. Because sometimes I have that much hate. Let me correct. It was not Legion. It was Legend of the Unicorn, with Brad Pitt and Tim Curry. Anyways, if y'all want to look up that scene of her dancing, it was the scene with Kim Curry. Legend of the Unicorn. That's what it is. Not Legion. Legend of the Unicorn.